Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, and Neville Goddard, 20th century mystic, both pondered the nature of control. Their worlds seemed far apart, one an emperor holding a crumbling empire together, the other a mystic teaching imagination to packed halls in New York. Yet their lessons surprisingly converge. It's Marcus versus Neville, face to face in the corner of ideas matter. The weight of responsibility is immense, especially when you're in charge of armies, an empire, or even just your own life, Marcus says. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. For him, the essence of freedom is in mastery of judgment. Can't stop war, pestilence, or betrayal, but you can stop them from poisoning your mind. This wasn't philosophy from an ivory tower. It was the Emperor of Rome, camped on battlefields, writing reminders to himself in the dead of night. His words weren't meant to impress. They were survival notes, a way of staying sane when the world outside was chaos. Neville takes control in another direction. Imagination creates reality, where Marcus trains you to endure. Neville invites you to envision. If you can feel the reality of your desire so vividly that you live in it, then life will bend to that assumption. For Neville, imagination wasn't daydreaming. It was a sacred act. He called it the inner workshop, a place where new realities are forged before they ever appear outside. To him, every change in life first began as a change in consciousness. Two approaches, two vocabularies, but both insist the true battlefield is internal. Marcus writes, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking," Neville echoes. "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Live there, and do not come back until it is realized." Marcus grounds us in the present. Be here now. See things as they are. Neville doesn't pull us into the future. He insists the future is already here. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, he said, and live as though it were already done. So where Marcus calls us to see reality clearly, Neville calls us to see reality transformed, to accept the end result as present now. Together, they create a bridge. The clarity of what is and the conviction of what is already accomplished. Both shape the mind, and through the mind, shape life. Think about how different those approaches feel. Marcus reminding you to steady yourself against the storm. Neville reminding you to step into the calm after the storm, as if it were already here. One teaches resilience, the other teaches assumption, but both refuse to leave you powerless. Marcus fought wars, endured plagues, and navigated family betrayals. His lesson was simple. Don't let the chaos outside take command of the peace inside. Neville fought quieter battles, doubt, fear, depression, and he too turned inward, saying, "Imagine vividly the state of consciousness, which is your goal, and you shall have it." One emperor accepts the storm and finds calm. One mystic sees beyond the storm and creates a new horizon. And both agree. The way you think, the pictures you hold, the judgments you choose. These create your life. So how do we practice this? Marcus would tell you to start small. Notice your thoughts, the tiny judgments that slip in unnoticed and refuse to be their slave. Neville would tell you to start just as small. Close your eyes tonight and imagine a scene that implies your wish is already fulfilled. Both begin with a choice so small it seems invisible, yet repeated, it reshapes the whole of life. Marcus suggests mindfulness, noticing the production of your thoughts and stopping the needless drama. Neville suggests assumption, acting as if the desire is already real until it hardens into fact. And beneath both lies a deeper call. Perspective, Marcus reminds us. Look at the stars and see yourself running with them. Neville reminds us that imagination is not fantasy, but participation in that same grand design, the lesson. You cannot control everything, but you can control how you think, what you dwell on, and what inner pictures you allow to guide you. That choice alone reshapes your life. So practice discernment. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Because in the end, your inner world shapes your outer world. Modern science even echoes this now. Psychologists speak of cognitive framing. Athletes visualize victories before stepping onto the field. What Marcus and Neville taught centuries apart is still being proven in labs and lived out in daily lives. The mind is not passive, directs, it colors, it creates. And this, whether by Stoic discipline or Neville's imagination, is your story to write. For both Marcus and Neville, control begins within. Whether through disciplined thought or imagined reality, the inner world is where true power lies. You don't yet realize how powerful you truly are. At Found Teachings, we aim to help you understand it. Come join us.